All right, welcome back to another coffee tasting. Today we have Pear Cupworks Strawberry Gesha Blend. This is our Valentine's Day release, so please feel free to check out details about this coffee. I'll talk a little bit about it, but we of course are running some fun bundles, so you can get this with some chocolate, some cups, and all of that, and enjoy this beautiful coffee with your loved ones. So Pear Cupworks, coming out of Mesa, Arizona. We have collaborated with them the previous year on this coffee. If you guys enjoyed that coffee about a year ago, this coffee is quite similar, but some of the components have changed a little, and we'll taste it. The flavor note we have on this card here is chocolate-covered strawberries. I just thought this would be a really nice flavor note to put it on here. It's very, very straightforward, but there are other things happening in this coffee that is, well, worthwhile talking about. This is a blend of basically a few different coffees. One is a co-fermented coffee from Brian Alvier, which is the juicy strawberry. It's a strawberry co-fermented coffee, and then there is a natural Ethiopian in here. So basically two kind of big components there. There is Gesha in here, so you will get a bit of florality in there, but more so the way this coffee smells is incredible. So we're gonna open this up. The main thing that you will smell in this coffee, in my opinion, like chocolate-covered strawberries is very, very close, but for me, the first thing that I smelled when I opened up this coffee was if you've ever had something like the strawberry-covered Pockies, or a strawberry-covered with like cream type of cookie or snack, like that is what this coffee smells like. You do smell a bit of chocolate at the end, and for those of you who are more coffee inclined, you will smell the co-ferment in here, but it does not smell overly crazy. Sometimes these strawberry co-fermented coffees can give off, I would say, a little bit of this like cheesecake effect. I'm not getting too much of that in the aromatics. Now let's go ahead and begin brewing. So this is a recipe made by Kim Hawk, who is the owner of Pear Cupworks and roaster. This is brewed at 1:15 ratio. Grind is 45, very, very fine. When you have coffees that are co-fermented, what happens is, generally speaking, they'll flow very fast. You can grind very, very fine, and it's brewed to a 1:15 ratio. Looking at this recipe, it is lower flow rate at 3 mils a second, but hotter temperature. This is an interesting coffee because it is a lighter roasted coffee. I know we put 1 dot in here, but it's not really gonna taste like a lot of those other coffees that are in this like 1 dot light roast area. Like this is a coffee you can give to somebody and they will be like, what is happening? Is this coffee? What am I tasting? So let's go ahead and brew. It does smell absolutely crazy though. And I think that's what's fun about these co-fermented coffees. It invites a conversation, and you can have a great conversation with your loved one about why you're too deep in the weeds with coffee brewing and you're looking at coffee recipes on your phone. So here we go. Let's go ahead and brew. You guys know the coffees I enjoy. I generally enjoy clean wash coffees. Very different. Oh, wow. Strawberries. I do smell a little bit of that co-ferment cheesecake effect in here with those strawberry co-fermented coffees, but pink. It smells very pink. Wow. It's explosive. Like strawberry, and then at the end, it's kind of like if you have ever had a strawberry Kit Kat. That's kind of the thing that I'm smelling here. Very, very sweet. I mean, the entire room is smelling like this coffee. And that's the kind of thing with co-fermented coffees is when you brew them, your entire room is gonna smell like coffee. Well, not coffee in the traditional sense, I would say. Sweet. I do detect florality at the back, but it is really obscured by a lot of that strawberry. And you'll notice this was ground at 45, which is almost as fine, if not finer, than some of our like ultra lightly roasted coffee releases. And that is because it is a highly processed coffee. A lot of these highly processed coffees, you pour water on them, they just kind of go right through. We're not getting any sort of stalling. We're not getting any sort of, overflow protection happening here because of the way the coffee is processed. Like you can just get away with grinding really, really, really fine. And this is last pour. We get that agitation, sweet, red fruit, strawberry, white chocolate, I want to say, pink covered chocolate. Confectionery. I don't know. There's so many different notes you can put on these co-fermented coffees. It's like kind of everywhere. Finished up about 3:15, a little, it finishes up there about 3:15. I mean, this doesn't even smell like coffee. This, regular coffee. It smells like syrup, strawberry syrup. Chocolate covered strawberries is a very accurate term here. Okay, let's give it a taste. Wow. I mean, these coffees are polarizing. So much stuff happening here, and it's really this level of intensity that you are going to experience, and it's just gonna really, really show you this is what coffee can taste like. It isn't for everyone, though. I know a lot of people don't like this style of coffee, but I for sure, look, if I'm trying to have a moment, it's Valentine's Day, I'm trying to have a moment, this will give you that moment. This will be like, wow. Fresher strawberries on my palate. At the back, nice chocolate covered strawberries. Let's think about this a little deeper here. Chocolate covered strawberries. Is it the type of strawberry that has the chocolate that is, put on there and then it's, say, frozen and then that chocolate becomes a shell? Or is it, you take a strawberry and you dip it in some, a chocolate syrup fountain, right? What type is it? It's somewhere in between there, actually, I would say. The main thing I'm experiencing here right now when it's hot is this red fruit acidity, strawberry acidity, and then at the back I'm getting a lot of that chocolate. When it cools, let's see if there's any sort of differences here. Now when it cools, I think that chocolate note kind of comes up more. I would say the presentation is very balanced, but because it's so intense, I think you could perceive red fruit to be in your face, but it does taste very well tied together, in terms of strawberry to chocolate. This is a very good Valentine's coffee. Yeah, when it cools, it's really just coating your palate. And the things that you experience are, there is that red fruit strawberry acidity, then it goes into chocolate, then the linger on my palate is that chocolate type of sweetness, like milk chocolate. So again, this is really reminding me of something like a strawberry Kit Kat, strawberry Pocky, some, that type of strawberry coating that's coating on some snacks and those types of things. And the crazy thing is that this is coffee. There is also florality at the end. It has this really long finish. I've been talking about this for the past 20, 30 seconds, and it's still on my palate. But the nice thing about this, and I think this is just, a stronger, more well-processed co-ferment component, is that it's not lingering on my palate and becoming rough. That also is probably due to the brewing, where it's lower flow rate and it's just faster flow, not super long brew time there, pulling out a lot of those really good, stronger components of what you'd like in a coffee like this, but it isn't making this experience of highly processed coffees negative in any sort of way. And I think that's also due to this Ethiopian natural component in here that's really balancing the potency of the strawberry. And that's also probably what's bringing in a bit of that chocolate note in here to help round out or really tame the crazy strawberryness that is in this coffee. So this is a type of coffee that will really blow your mind. If you've never had a coffee like this and you want to share this coffee hobby with somebody, this is such a great coffee to start all of this off and show people what coffee can be. So this coffee is available for a limited amount of time. It comes in a few different bundles. Please check those out. But for those of you who get this coffee, and please let us know how you are brewing it, how you're enjoying it. I can tell you that this is a coffee that's going to taste great, brewed in so many different ways. We have some fun recipes you can play with, you can brew this with ice. You can brew, you can brew this and try some of that chocolate that's coming with this coffee. But this is just a super fun coffee, and I want to thank you all for spending the time to watch this video. And I hope you enjoy your Valentine's Day, maybe with X-Bloom and with this wonderful strawberry Gesha blend from Cupworks. But thank you so much for spending the time to watch this video and taste this coffee with me. If you have any questions on the coffee, let us know. But otherwise, see you around and happy Valentine's Day.